Upstate golf guys, here we go. Anthony Rogers steal the show. RGB Florida Mike on the scene. Hollywood Mikey living the dream. Eagle, birdie, par, bogey, fly. Swing that club, watch it sky. Lombardi putter shine so clean. Golfing addicts chasing the green. Scrounge up balls from trouble spots, off the tee or random plots. Long drive legend with a grin. Grip it, rip it, let's begin. We're the crew you can't outdrive. Golf obsession keeps us alive. Buzzing by in a golf cart spree. Talking swing, sipping iced tea. Eagle, birdie, par, bogey, fly. Swing that club, watch it sky. Lombardi putter shine so clean. Golfing addicts chasing the green.
And we are back for another episode of the Upstate Golf Guys podcast. We are going to get into the U.S. Open today, Mike. But before we do, I want to give my sponsors a shout out. Of course, my boy Shoe Dog over there at 88 Links. I see you're rocking a dope shirt, dope
Yeah, this thing's
hat.
spicy, bro. This thing's spicy. Got some maracas, jalapenos, little hat. This is my Cinco de Mayo shirt when I played that tournament. Thanks, nice.
And he has so many. He has a lot of hats that you could color match with those polos. And I see you got that nice color match on right now.
Oh, got you.
Absolutely, bro. The orange on orange, looking sharp, looking sharp.
Yeah, it's got that nice breathable back in there.
Yep.
Yeah, dude, these things are nice, man, and it doesn't burn my head. I get that little sunburn in the middle, but that's just golfer's life right there.
Yeah, man, those air holes are good for that hot weather down there in the Florida sun. I'm sure it gives you a little breathing on that head of yours. But let's go.
Sorry.
No, I was just go ahead.
I tried the gloves. So he does gloves also, black or white. And I gotta say, I swing hard, so I go through gloves pretty quick, and especially here in the heat when it's 100 and something degrees. They actually, for their price, are very, very, very good. I mean, they're not breaking the bank. You know how you get those authentic leathers? You're looking at $25, $30. You know what I mean? His gloves are real nice. They go good with the shoes. Can't wait for you to get those finally. I love mine.
I know. He's got a whole new line coming in June, so he's gonna take care of me with those 11s because I loved them. Like I said, they were almost perfect, just a little tight up in the front end there. So yeah, I think I just got big old toes or something. I don't know what it is.
You probably got some big old gorilla feet, dude.
Something going on there. Big old flat gorilla feet. But before we get into the U.S. Open, I want to tell you a little bit about my round on Saturday. I'm sorry, Sunday over there at Airway Meadows. So finished 5th. Tough course over there.
Yeah, but you're hanging tight for a long time.
I know. I just kind of blew it on the back nine, man. It was very wet on the back nine, and I told you I just kept digging into the ground, you got no divots. You had to pick the ball. You had to just pick it clean. And I just kept kind of just forgetting and getting in my head. And one of the holes, there was water just before the green to the right, and I had a perfect little it was, you only wanted to go 200 off the tee, so you don't want to use your driver. I had about 100 in or 120 in, but you went over water, dude. I'll just chunk it right into the ground. I get that muddy, flappy, fucking bullshit. Ball just dribbles right down into the water. I was just like, are you fucking kidding me, dude? I was just like, so what do I do, Florida Mike?
Took a drop, got angry, and did it again.
No, that's exactly what I did, dude. I came up, put the tee down, took the proper thing I'm supposed to do, take the club length, dropped. It was all wet there. Did the same fucking thing, dude. I just picked up my ball. I just marched to the cart. I'm like, son of a bitch. I didn't pick up no ball. I just like, you know what I mean? I just grabbed my club and I just, but
So let me
that's
ask you this.
yes, go ahead.
So the type of lie, especially when it's wet, and my coach tells me this all the time, and I tell people this all the time, is do you put the ball in the back of your stance?
You told me that tip, and I know that tip, and I just never do it. And then I started doing it as soon as you told me, and it did hit the ball way more clean. Contact first with the ball.
Yeah, and you got to watch out for your slopes too, because most, like especially in front of water, you're on a downslope, so you definitely need to put the ball in the back of your stance. If you don't, if you put it in the middle or to the front of your stance, and you're not leaning with the slope, there's a high probability that you're going to chunk it into whatever. It might not necessarily be water; it might be just 3 feet, a yard, or whatever. It took me a really long time to learn that. I don't know why. Like I knew it, but when you're out there, you just think about other things. So maybe try that. But dude, you had some good highlights though.
Yes, I did. So the night before, what did I do the night before, Florida Mike, when I was looking at that 18 birdies? I sent you a picture, didn't I, of one of the holes?
Yeah, the par 5, right?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
The way the par 5 plays is so there's a runway. It's kind of a cool course. It's actually a small little air runway. I still haven't seen any planes take off, but it's a small private for parachuters, for jumpers.
Okay.
So it's between the 8th hole and I believe the 2nd hole is the runway. So it's a sharp dog leg left, basically a 3-shot hole to the green, unless you want to go blind on your 2nd shot over the trees. Okay.
Yeah, and there was trouble there, right? Like there's all
Correct.
water right there.
Well, wait. Yes, there's a tree in the middle of that fairway, which you could get stuck behind. Okay. If you get stuck behind that, it's an automatic layup with a wedge. You could fucking slice it right into the airfield. That's OB. Re-tee 3. That's trouble, right? I mean, like there's what you can't miss right.
Can't miss right.
Can't miss right. So now your 3rd shot, and you're over water, okay, over bullshit water. So I sent you I'll let you explain. I sent you the picture.
Hey, you sent me a picture, and it's awesome that you're studying. First off, you know what I mean? Everybody should study their course. I don't care how many times I played. I do this. I study it every time. Yeah. So you sent me the picture, and I'm looking at it, and you had the view that it was 171 yards over trees.
Mm-hmm.
Water going from the front bottom of the green all the way around the right side of it. So I asked you, what's your miss? You said right.
Mm-hmm.
So that automatically tells me if you miss right, no matter what, you're in the water if you're going for it, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you're short, you could be okay, but you still have a chance of going in the water. If you hit the trees, like you said, you're screwed. You're gonna have to lay up and go over the water anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So I noticed that there was the previous hole was right to its left.
It's actually not the previous. It's hole 1 coming. Okay. It's just weird the way the course. So it's hole 1. The course. It's one of those courses where you're driving by people. Hole 8 and 1 this way. Hole. You know what I mean? Everything is fine. So it was actually hole 1. But yes, wide open. Wide
open, and you go through between the trees, which I assumed by looking at it, it looked like a cart path almost. So it looked like it could have been open. So I just asked you, what happens if you go left to the left fairway? Because your 2nd shot is less to a par 5, and the only trouble you have is if you go long or slight right and long, then you're in the water. And I was pretty stoked when you text me. What'd you do there? You birdied, right?
I certainly did, and I was holding on to the only skin for a while. I'm going to.
You got the video?
I do.
So I'm glad you pulled up the picture. So the hole is actually right? It's the dog leg. You go up here, and then a dog leg left.
Yep.
And you have all that tree trouble. You got the water.
You see the runway going up. The runway. Yeah. If you go into that runway, it's out of bounds on the right.
Super skinny. Right. So what do you have here?
So narrow.
So I tell you, look left. You have 0 trouble. You got less in because it was 171, and you had to go over trees. Now you got left side, clear as day. Can't go long right. You got less in.
You just bomb it. I just
Bomb it.
bombed it, bro. So I
That's
did.
it. Easy
That's it.
peasy.
I had 163, and so I did miss. I didn't get on the green in 2. I just put it
That's all
pin
right.
high. I put it pin high, and had just a nice little. I was about 15 feet off the green, but just nice little toucher, nice little wedge,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it was actually downhill to the it was downhill putt too. It was quick, but it looked good. It was pretty. I knew I had a good look at it. It was a nice little
Okay.
4 or 5 footer for birdie. But I got the video up now. I'll bring up the video
Yeah.
if we could actually show.
Yeah, I was
I mean,
stoked when you sent me the text message. You're like, dude, if I get this skin,
dude, everybody thought I was crazy in my group. Um, everybody thought I was crazy in the group behind me. Everybody thought I was so psyched that I did it, dude. So then I obviously took the after. He goes, "Do you want to?" When I did it, the guy goes, "Drew, cool. I really like this guy." When I actually told Adam, I said, "Hook me up with Drew anytime. I love playing with this kid." But he was like, "Oh, do you want me to document this for you? Do you want me to video it for you or something?" I'm like, I feel like that'll kind of mush me. Let me see how I make out. So then I obviously nailed
made
it.
it. Yeah.
So then I videoed it. This for you. I took this video. So out of bounds was to the right.
Yeah, look how skinny that is.
This is that par so 5, narrow. Mike, I was telling you about. Mike, I took your advice, bro. I did it.
Yeah.
And then wait, I got
The one where you see you see the gap better.
Well, this one is actually my where my ball landed. So then let me tell you about this.
Okay.
So Drew was like, he had a really nice shot in the fairway, and there was we were waiting. The guys were on the green still, anyways. I said, "Hey, do you mind just driving me around and identifying my ball with me?" I'm like, because obviously I want to win this. I'm not going to bullshit, but if I find my ball wherever it is, I know it's out there. We saw me crush it. I'm like, when I just tell the story, I want, I want other eyes. Because he goes, how about I just grab my clubs and you drive over there? I'm like, no. You're going to drive over all the way over there with me and identify my ball with me. So here we were. This was I got to the other side now, and this was the view from the other side through the trees. That was the
middle
trees.
of the fairway.
Yeah.
I'm on the and boom.
You could about 160 in. That was about
160. But look at how much easier of a shot that is.
It's so easy. Bounce to the right. Thank you for the advice, bro. I just bombed it over the fucking trees, and it's clear over here. Oh. It's hilarious, dude.
Obviously, there's a huge risk, but when you're trailing and you're trying to move up, risks have to be taken, right? Like, never lay up. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I do. Never lay up. Like, there's at Glen Eagle, or I'm sorry, Eagle Ridge, where we have our halfway major. There's a hole that's a direct 90-degree line. That's like, I don't know, 420. Right? It's a 5-iron out and then an iron in. And and in between the 90 is a huge bunch of tall trees. And then the whole right side of the dog leg is protected by a bunker. And then there's a bunker front right of the green. Well, if you go over the trees, it's 280. And I move back on the tee box, but everybody looks at me. They're like, even the people on the green behind us are watching me to see what I'm doing with this shot. They're like, this is insane. Like, where's this guy going? And this year, I was 10 yards short of the green, pin high.
Nice. And you're a lefty too, so you probably could take different risks as that lefty.
Yes, I can. Right? Yes, I can. Like dog leg rights. I mean, obviously, it's more of a risk for me because on dog leg rights, I have to either trees or houses that I have to go over. It's nothing in between. It's always one or the other. And when I was like real bad and I just started learning golf, a couple windows got hit. I can't deny that. Hand up accountability. You know what I mean? Like, I've done it. But it is interesting to watch, like, righties watching lefties go for things. There was a dog leg right, and I had to go over houses. Like, I'm talking, the fairway's probably 100 yards left of where my target angle is, and it's all houses. That whole 100 yards is all houses and trees. And I go up there and I find out I flew the green, like 315 I had. And dude, that stuff like that pumps you up. When you do, like when you hit that shot, I bet you it pumped you up, didn't you?
I
When you
felt
hit
like
over that gap.
you remember when Bryson like had that shot over the water and he put his arms up? He was like, "Let's go!"
Mhm.
That's what I did. I did the same thing, dude. I
Yeah,
didn't. So like I know. All right, here's the thing, dude. Because there was risk to it. There
of
was
course.
risk because, dude, if you missed right at all, Slice, it's in the woods. And
Yeah.
if I didn't get it up for some reason, just drilled it, it's into the trees. I had to get it up, and obviously if I mega hooked it left, it was or like
Yeah.
whatever that miss is called, hook left. I do that a lot. Could have done that and that would have been gone. So I mean, I was carrying I had to carry about 210, Mike. I think
Yeah.
210.
But that's easily feasible with a driver, and it's easier to get a driver up in the air than it is from 171 is what? Like your 7-iron, 6-iron?
Yep.
So
6. Yep.
yeah, so that's gonna
I
be,
ain't
I mean,
I ain't
you
as
can
strong
get
as
it up,
you,
but
Mike.
yeah,
um,
that's an 8-iron. But
I know. Son of a gun, you. No,
yeah,
I actually though, like I think I am a little stronger than I think though, because
absolutely.
I had one hole where I was like 185 in, and did use my hybrid, and it's normally like I thought I maxed out at 185 with that club, basically 185, 200. I told you, and dude, hit it so clean, skied the green. I mean, it was clear in the back behind the green. I was fine, but I'm like, damn. I'm like, I must hit that hybrid like 220. It's again, I just don't think I hit the ball clean every time. So,
No, of course not. We're amateurs. We're amateurs,
of course,
and we don't practice every day. It's gonna
right.
happen. See, like our biggest thing is where we miss the golf ball. That is the biggest thing for amateurs, because a lot of amateurs, when they miss, it's bad and they can't control it, and the golf ball goes in the water, out of bounds, wherever.
Yep.
So you have to make sure that your misses are good. Like when you aim somewhere, like whether you're playing a fade or a draw, wherever you're aiming, you got to make sure where your aim point is safe.
Mm-hmm.
Because if it goes straight, you want to be okay. Like if you have to take a chance, like amateurs, if you got to take a chance, you're trying to get cute and say a righty, you're trying to hit a draw over the water. But you're aiming over the water, so if you hit it straight, you're a water hazard.
You're
So
done.
why? So why do that? You know what I mean? Like, but a lot of us want to do it. Now, like the countermeasure to that, because you're a decent player, I'm a decent player. I think taking risks for me allows me to focus more, and that's why I feel like the risk outweighs the reward. Outweighs the risk, in my opinion.
Yep.
Um, it makes me focus more. I know when I focus more, I play a lot better. Like if I get angry, I play a lot better because I focus. I think if you're not focused, don't take the risk. If you're not focused, something's off. Don't take the risk. But if you're feeling good, because you played great those next couple of holes,
I
you know what I
did.
mean? Because you were confident, you were pumped up. You're like, yeah, absolutely. So when you looked at your next shot, you're like, man, that wasn't as hard as that one I just crushed. You know what I mean? It definitely dials in your mentality, I think, for a little bit. And then, when you get that zone in after something like that, the hardest part is keeping it, because any little thing will mess it up. You know what I mean? Wet terrain, whatever. But yeah, dude, that's awesome. I can't believe you got that skin too.
Well, I mean, I wish I could have helped you out a little more towards Crumpet Fox. I told you that if
Don't even worry about
I
it.
know,
I'm not
I know.
the
I said,
caddy.
I know, dude. Well, I said you helped me get it, bro. And that's what I said. I said, as soon as I got that, I said, bro, if this holds up, I said, I'm paying for half your trip, but your Crumpet Fox. But I threw a little some little change to it for you, and
I can't wait until we
again,
dominate Crumpin, man.
I can't wait, dude. It's gonna just be I can't wait till we dominate fucking upstate New York, me and you, when I show you around this place, bro. It's gonna
I
be
can't
fun,
wait.
man. Me, you, and Raj, we're gonna have a blast Thursday and Friday, then taking you out to Massachusetts for an event. It's gonna be a blast. I'm really excited, bro.
Some
We're
some
really
guy some guy at the range told me that Troy was a dump,
well downtown, like the city of Troy, is a dump. Like,
like
yeah,
any other big city, right?
yeah, yeah. He was probably talking about like downtown Troy. I don't live in downtown Troy.
Right.
Or like, and I work in like Albany is a dump. I work in Albany. It's certainly a dump. Like it's
And he
definitely. I
said
mean,
K's is the best pizza. He said.
I mean, honestly, that's a seasonal place. I'm not a big fan. Very, very cheesy and saucy, like thick
Like a
pizza.
football pizza.
Yeah, like I'm more like I like the thin crust,
Yeah, me too.
New York style pizza. But
Thin
it's like,
crust, good undercarriage.
yep, I'll tell you what, they do some business out there at K's. Like when they open up their season place, like only open for like basically like Memorial Day through Labor Day,
Mm-hmm.
and you can't get in there. You can't get in that place. Picking up anything, like when you're going to pick up pizza, there's a line for pickups. There's a line to wait to eat there. I mean, it's an all right place. It's a towny place. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Mom
But
and pop.
I'm not the biggest fan. I'm not, to be honest
Okay.
with you. But I'm not going to trash them. People love it. That's not my
Yeah.
style. That's
Not your
all. You know what I
style.
mean?
Yeah.
That's it, man. That's all.
Pizza's finicky, man. Like when I tell people I live in Chicago, they're like, "Oh, you got the deep dish." I'm like, "Dude, that's tourist pizza. That's what I
Yep.
call it, tourist pizza. Like you have tourist pizza, and then you have hometown, local. Everybody knows the pizza, and most of the time it's a thin crust, in my opinion. Like I'm a thin crust guy. Like I'll eat a deep dish every now and again or a thicker crust, but I'm with you. Thin crust is where it's at.
Yeah. And I could eat like so much more thin crust. I think just because there's not a lot of dough. You know, that's the dough that's really filling, bro.
Oh yeah.
You could take a thin crust, fold that shit up, and just fucking nom nom nom.
See, like in
Uh,
a Chicago thin crust, there's no outside crust. It's all the whole thing is thin. It's round, and they cut it in squares, like small squares. And it's like, and there's so you could eat 20 of them, dude. Like no problem. You know what I mean? Because I mean, like I said, they're thin. They're like this, and it's probably like the squares are probably like that big. You know. And dude, they're perfect, especially when you're with the boys or whatever. You go pick up a
yep.
good pie, bring it back to the crib, and you don't have to worry about. Dude, I mean, it's awesome.
It's just you don't even have plates. It's just a tiny little piece of pizza. It just
Yeah,
you know what I
it's
mean.
like a two biter. You know what I mean? You're just
That's
like boom,
awesome.
boom. Yeah,
That's
dude.
awesome. That is awesome. That is awesome. But all right, Mike. Listen, it's time. It's time for the toughest test in golf for these guys. It's the U.S. Open. We're here, brother. Fairways are narrow. Greens are ruthless. It's this
Forget all
week.
that. What about that rough?
That's true, man. Rough is crazy. It's next week. This week or next week?
Next weekend,
Next week, right?
the
No,
12th
yeah,
and through the 15th, I think.
yeah.
Yeah,
So you want to break it down a little bit? You want to break down Oakmont a little bit?
yeah. Let's break it down. No
I
one's gonna
mean,
beat Scotty Scheffler though, even though
so
that's not gonna be my pick.
he's such a favorite. It's disgusting. He's back. He's starting to remind me of like the Tiger Woods days now, where it's like him or the field.
Yeah. Did you see him at the Memorial, the last one?
Yeah,
Dude, he's just leaning, staying back, hanging out. And then Sunday, he's just like, "You can't beat me. You can't beat me. Watch my feet. Watch my feet." You know what I mean? Like,
he's like Secretariat running away from the field in that horse
oh,
race, where
dude.
he's just like running away down the stretch, and he's like, yep, there's no beating me, guys.
Yeah.
He's amazing, man. I mean, I don't know what to say. Like he is
3 of the last
probably
4.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, including the PGA Championship. No big
Yeah.
deal.
No big deal.
You know, no big
Yeah.
deal.
Yeah.
Um,
Or the one by 31 under. And then last week, the Memorial. I mean, dude, you haven't seen this since Tiger.
do you ever see the stat though that for Scotty to be like Tiger, he still has to win like something stupid like
Oh, yeah. And he's
another
got,
like 135. Like
yeah. And I think it's like, what, 10 years? He has another 10 years at number 1 before he beats Tiger's record.
that's what it is, something like that. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
dude.
crazy. That's how good Tiger was, dude.
Yeah.
That's how good Tiger was. But all right, we got Oakmont Country Club. This place fucking will kick your ass, bro. It's located in Pennsylvania. It stands as one of the most iconic and challenging golf courses in the United States. Established in 1903 by Henry Clay Founds, a Pittsburgh industrialist. The course was designed with the intent to test every aspect of golfer skill. Founds inspired by the classic links course of Scotland. Um, Meticulously crafted Oakmont to be a rigorous examination of a precision and endurance challenge. So Oakmont's reputation as a premier championships venue is unparalleled. It has hosted more U.S. Opens than any other course, with the upcoming 2025 tournament marking its 10th time over there at Oakmont. The club has also been the site for 3 PGA championships, 6 U.S. amateurs, 2 U.S. Women Opens, and 3 NCAA men's championships. So let's see, a notable one was when in 1962, a young Jack earned his first professional victory by defeating Arnold Palmer in an 18-hole playoff, marking the beginning of their legendary rivalry. 1962 U.S. Open. That's a good one for you, Florida Mike.
Oh yeah.
Wow, man, those
Jack
were the
was
days.
awesome.
What kind of clubs were they using? I would love to see the clubs they were using then, though. I mean,
Old hickories, baby.
And now old
Oh
hickories.
yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, that they're probably not, but I mean, I can't remember when they introduced steel and irons to irons.
I mean, they still use. I remembered like the wood, not the hickory ones, but
no.
they had like actual like shafts with but they were woods with the screws. Remember the old
Yep.
hitting it on the
Yep.
saying
Hitting it
hitting
on
it
the
on the
screws.
screws. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
They
Oh, he hit that one right on the screws.
Yeah. I remember
Yeah.
I just watched it. Good and Jack Nicklaus did a 40-minute like interview on a putting green. He gave like putting lessons and he talked about like some of his stories and stuff. And Brad, being the biggest hitter on the team on the group, he asked Jack. He's like, if you think you had the technology today, then what do you think your swing speed was back then? And he's like, well, he goes, I was the longest hitter on the tour, so I had to be up there at 340, 100 and what do you say, 190 mile an hour ball speed. I mean, think about it. Like the stuff they use, the technology they didn't have compared to today. Like you imagine if like Ben Hogan, Jack Nicklaus, Arnold Palmer, like these guys, Sevy, if they had this type of technology, dude, I bet you it would have been insane.
Yeah, I mean, could have been nasty, man. I mean, they could have been. Who knows? Who knows how good? It seemed. I mean, you could look at you can ask the same question about baseball though. What would a
Hey,
Babe? No, yeah, here he comes, my guy. Let's get him on the stage. Let's get
perfect
him on the
timing too
stage.
for my introduction segment. When now that he's here, that I've been holding on
There
to
he
for
is.
27 minutes and 54 seconds.
Sorry, man. Daddy duty.
No, yeah,
Man.
hey, listen, I get it. I get it.
We got a 3-game hit streak going, boys, on the softball field. We got to keep this shit going, man. So
There we go.
Speaking of softball, I want to keep this topic up because it goes with what we were just talking about.
what are you guys talking
No,
about?
we were talking about the
Talking about
technology.
the Oakmont right now and technology.
Well, the Oakmont, with technology and equipment and what the guys would be today, like the old like Jack and Savvy, and if they had the equipment. But I said it's kind of Arnold Palmer. It's kind of a lot like just when you hopped on. I said it's like the old comparison with the baseball players. Like, could you imagine Babe Ruth or like Mickey Mantle if they had the bats that they use today?
Ted Williams, yeah, dude.
Do you ever go to? I mean, you ever go to the Hall of Fame and see the bats they use or the
Oh, yeah.
gloves they use back
How
then?
about the gloves, bro?
Dude, they looked like literally. They looked like
Oh, shit.
there he is, 88, 88,
It is.
88.
Thanks,
Let's
I
go,
did have
baby.
our other sponsor Marty on, but I always give love to 88.
Of course,
Yeah.
baby, of course.
So
But we're gonna go into this. We were talking a little bit about the U.S. Open and Oakmont, and that Scotty is just dominating the world right now in golf, and it's just unbelievable. This guy, is he gonna win again here? What's gonna happen, Florida
who's
Mike?
gonna beat him? Who's gonna beat him?
Exactly. Who's going to beat him?
Well,
I mean, we could pick. Everybody would pick Scheffler. I mean, like you said, I think he's an astounding favorite to win Oakmont, as he should be. He's taken 3 out of 4. I don't think anybody catches him. I don't think Rory. I want to say I don't think Rory's going to make the cut.
I really don't like Rory McIlroy, bro. I just don't like him.
Well, look at what he's been doing. So not only we all know about the no media coverage because he was a crybaby, they took away his driver, right? Like it was his favorite stuffed animal. So then He gets invited to play Jack Nicklaus at the Memorial, which he plays all the time. So then he decides not to play and doesn't even tell Jack or nothing. Like I watched an interview, Jack's like, yeah, he didn't even reach out. You know, I would think either good or bad, you just reach out to the person, you tell them no matter what. Like that's how I am. So you already just squash. You know, I mean, what'd you do there? Like why? What's the point of that guy's an icon of golf, right? So since he's won the Masters, he's just been doing this thing, right?
Yeah.
Like so.
You know,
I don't.
Mike, it's kind of similar to DJ, bro, where he hit that peak, he got his Masters, and since the Masters, DJ has been Rory now. Rory got his Grand Slam. What else is he playing for?
Well, it's only been, guys, come on. It's been like fucking 2 months since April. We can't knock Rory down that.
Some of these guys get there. What else are they playing for? You know?
No, I know, but he wants to win still. He's just
Look what happened to
a
Spieth.
little bit of hangover. Spieth fell off big
He had a
time.
Grand Slam, right?
Yeah.
Where's he been?
Nowhere.
Yeah,
Nowhere.
Justin Thomas.
These odds are funny, guys. These odds are starting to remind me more and more of the Tiger days. They're stretching out a little bit. Before they were tight. Now it's like Scotty and then everybody else. You got Scotty.
It used to be Tiger in the field. You used to take Tiger or the field.
You got Scotty at plus 470, and then the next closest is Rory at plus 1,000 now. Remember how close they were?
Yeah, they were close.
And then
I don't even think he makes the cut.
Got John Rahm plus 12. I don't like John Rahm. I don't think, you know what? Because to win it, these live guys, who was it that was talking about live? It's win or nothing for them. And it's true. Somebody mentioned that. Was it the CBS guy?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
That's like if they're not they're gonna play and take those chances to win. That's a good thing in a way, but it's also bad because it could destroy the round. Like they don't want to take second, they don't want to take third, they want to win it.
Yeah, because they have the money.
They have them exactly. So they just want that trophy. And like, I don't know if I like those live guys because I don't know.
Yeah, but it works though. I mean, obviously
Bryson's the only, but he's all the way down to plus 1,700. That might be a good bet, man.
It might be, but here's the problem with Bryson and linked courses. Like every week I've picked Bryson, other than Scheffler, obviously, and this Open I wouldn't. And the only reason is because if it's a links course, he hits the ball way too high for a links course. The rough at Oakmont, you drop the ball and it disappears.
Yeah.
Yes. Now, granted, they get spotters and all that other good jazz and stuff like that, but you got to get out of that stuff. You can't afford to not be accurate. Now, Rory McIlroy, he was 46% fairways hit 2 weeks ago. That's not going to cut it. You know what I mean? Like, you're not going to make a cut. So the low hitters, I think, are the favorites. The guys who hit low ball flights, straight ball flights, links courses favor those. John Rahm has a low ball flight.
Okay.
You know, so I could see him doing it. But you are right. I mean, live guys have not been successful. The only ones who have are the same ones, right? Bryson, Rahm. Who's the other guy who always makes the cut?
Joaquin Niemann.
Yeah, Joaquin Niemann. You know, like those are always your guys. But they're always in the top 10, though.
They are.
They do take those risks, and they still stay in the top 10.
It is true.
I think, but here's the flip side of that, right? So if you watch the PGA, if you watch the Memorial, that was a snooze fest. I mean, obviously it's fun watching Scheffler. You know, we all know what Scheffler's going to do. He's going to hang in there. And then Sunday, when he's in that biting distance, he's on you, right? Like that's his, especially in those type of tournaments, right? Like a one that really doesn't matter, but it's cool to be in.
He's almost like Rocky Balboa. Remember, Rocky used to just get beat up and wait for the guy to get tired out, and then he'd be like, "All right, here I come." Boom, 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 boom. And that's Scotty, man. Just wait till he'll set you up, and he's like, "All right, game on."
Muhammad Ali wear you out, dude. Yeah. He's quick, and then wham, and just starts stinging you.
Before you know it, you turn around and he's a stroke back.
Yeah. I think so. Yeah, I think I agree with you. Do I think the live guys could win one? Sure they could. Only because Bryson did, right? I mean, is Bryson the best live player?
I think so.
Yeah. Right now, yeah.
Right now, definitely. He's better than Brooks, better than all those guys, for sure.
But if you're looking at live records, Neiman, I think, has won like 4 out of the 6 this year. So he's definitely out because you like him. So that would be a pick. I just wouldn't pick Bryson. I love Bryson. That's probably my favorite golfer. I just wouldn't pick him in that event only because he just hits the ball way too high and he overdraws it. If he can tighten up that draw, he might be all right.
Mikey, would you have pictured yourself saying that Bryson was your favorite golfer 5 years ago?
Nah. He was up there because I still liked him, even though he was like an arrogant prick, but he was young. You know what I mean? Like I just like you looked at Bryson and you're like, man, this kid could be something. He just had some type of guidance.
Right.
And he got it. And whatever he decided to do with live and all that, dude, I don't hold that against any golfer. Because I'll tell you right now, any 3 of us right here, if we were good enough and Liv called us and said, hey, we'll give you $400 million. You can run your team. You get equity on that. You get royalties. What do you say for 3 years, 5 years?
If one of my friends didn't do that, you're crazy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if I was playing PGA with you guys, like, say we're Kepka and DJ, you know what I mean? They're homies, whatever. And, like, Ant, you said, yo, Liv just hit me up. They're going to pay me $400 million to go play golf, but I think maybe I'm really thinking about staying in the PGA. Buddy, I would smack you so hard upside your head, like, dude, go.
So,
you have to go. You have to go.
It's funny you say that because I just seen this pop up earlier on an Arizona State University senior. You probably know the name Josel Ballister, Mike. He was like 5th ranked in the top 100 for college golfers. I was going to actually ask Cole about this. So I guess he just declined the Korn Ferry Tour membership offer that he earned through PGA Tour U. He declined it, and they're not sure why, but apparently he's a Spaniard and also very good friends with John Rahm.
John Rahm.
John Rahm. So is he gonna
go to Liv
right away?
So Liv just jumping in and going right to the minor
college
leagues.
Kids, is that what? I don't know. I just seen that pop up. It just was interesting.
Well,
go ahead.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. That's crazy. Like, that's cool though. That shows you Liv's that shows Liv's not going anywhere, right? That shows that either one or both parties are getting tired of this stalemate between rules that's like keeping them combining, because they are going to combine. There's been a $1.2 billion deal. The money is set, right? So they're just rules. Like, they want Liv to go to 4 rounds, not 3. And I think they want to wear pants. Like, that's whatever. Like, who cares?
Do you mean they want to be able to wear shorts? PGA players want to wear shorts, right? Or
no, PGA wants them to wear pants.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's still fuck like. God,
the fact that's even a thing is crazy.
Come on, you assholes! You can still look good in a nice tucked in shirt with nice shorts. I mean,
let them do it all week long. They're allowed to play in shorts. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, shorts. Pro-Am shorts. And then you're like, okay, put your pants on.
We're on TV now. Put your pants on. Right.
Like, I don't know. I can't figure it out. But like, yeah, I mean, I was gonna actually ask Cole. Like, he's supposed to come on Wednesday. We'll see what happens. He's got a very busy schedule now. I know he's looking to take the next step, but he is certainly gonna come on. But it was one of my questions that I'm planning on asking him is if you were offered a whole lot of money from Liv, like right now, you gonna take it, or are you gonna go on with your dream to PGA? Like, what? It's a great question to ask a young college kid.
I think it's smart, especially if they do combine. Because now you got a bunch of money, and then the PGA and Liv became one. So now you got all your money and the PGA.
Right.
Right. Like, the biggest problem is I think, in my opinion, is they want Jay Monahan out.
Yep.
Liv wants him out.
I think everybody wants him out, in my personal opinion.
Yeah.
I mean, look at like, he's drowning, right? So Liv gets made. And then simultaneously, when Liv gets made, YouTube golf blows up. Like, before good, there's what? Rick Shields and Peter Finch. Then you got good, and then all these guys start popping up. And at the same time, like Liv and the PGA and all this thing was going on with Jay Monahan. Now YouTube is bigger than any of them.
Yep.
In my opinion, YouTube golf is bigger than any of them, viewership wise and everything. I mean,
dude, I'm more likely to sit down and watch some YouTube golf, Upstate golf guys pitch, putt, and puff, whatever the case may be, before I'm going to sit down and watch the PGA, dude. Like, I really don't like I was tuned in for the last hour on the Sunday of
Yeah.
the PGA. That's really all. It's too hard, man. It's a Sunday, in the summertime most of the time. So I'm doing.
We want to
shit.
play.
Yeah, I want to be outside playing. So there's a lot of that too. Like that's the thing. Like football is cool because it's a Saturday night, Sunday night, Monday night, Thursday night. Like you got time. You find
Yeah.
But with golf,
Raj, guess what? I'm
boring.
out this Sunday. I'm out. I totally.
You had
Florida
4 tee times booked, and now you're out.
Florida Mike reminded me. I thought it was. I thought
So
it was
got the
next weekend.
qualifier.
I got the qualifier with McGarvey. I'm a caddy this weekend, bro.
Bro, you are something else.
For the U.S. Open.
Mike,
Listen,
he hits me up. He hits me up. He's like, "Yo, I know, like whatever tee times you get, I already got a foursome ready to go."
They all want to play at Frick Park with me. I know.
Dude, if you don't have a spot, I'll just book it. I'm like, all right, bro.
He forgot. I reminded him.
I didn't forget. I just thought it was not
Coach,
this week.
I hope you're not
weekend.
listening, Coach. This kid's all over the map. But yo, I want to take a shot.
No, he was down for. He just thought it was next weekend.
Yes.
I want to take a second real quick and give Anthony a shout out on his victory Friday night.
Oh,
Damn, why'd you steal my segue, you butthole?
No, man, I gotta give credit where it's due, bro. The kid played good. The kid played good. He took me that 40. Yo, it came down to the last hole, really. He had a double and I got a birdie and battled my way right back in it. Lost by 1, but we ended up splitting 2-2, it looks like, on the standings. I don't know how. I gotta look again. I don't think that's right, but I think
it gave me the 4 points.
Okay, I snuck in 2 somewhere else. Then I don't know where I got those.
No, where you still got 6, right?
Yeah.
You had 6 before. No, you got. I think you had 6 before this week. I think you got.
I don't look, bro. I'm so done with that league.
We're good. We're good.
I'm so
good
over
win.
that
Good
shit
win.
and people
I was.
bitching.
How was I hitting?
And won some money.
I was hitting with the. I was hitting them lights out with that Blockstar. The Raj calls it the postage stamp or the notary stamp.
Yeah.
No, it was fun. That was
fucking pain on the bottom.
But
awesome, no, man, you played good.
Appreciate
you got
that,
off
Raj.
the tee really well. You played good, man.
Thanks, bro. Appreciate that, man. I
I gotta give you beat me, man. Straight up, beat me straight up. It was a good beat me by holes and straight up. So it was a good match.
Man, I can't wait till July when you're both on here talking about like, man, Mike came up here and kicked my ass.
Smashed us.
See, that's the thing. If you do, I will. But when you don't,
boy.
When you don't,
listen, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'll be ahead by the time we hit 6 J's. After that, I can't be responsible.
6 holes?
No, 6 J's.
We'll have that done by the 3rd hole, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
I know.
6 holes in.
Hey, man, it'll be my greatest 3 holes. I'll tell you that.
No doubt. All right,
after that, I might be hitting righty.
Probably playing with us. Let's take a short break. Let's give James a quick shout out over there at Spree Pools, and we'll give our picks. Why not? We'll give some U.S. Open picks, and we'll wrap things up. What do you think, boys? Let's do it.
Sounds good.
Is your swimming pool looking more like a pond these days? Don't sweat it. Swimming Pool Repair Experts has your back. Since 2000, Swimming Pool Repair Experts has been the trusted name for top-notch in-ground pool renovations across the greater capital region. From liner changes and pool bottom refinishing to plumbing repairs, opening, closings, and stunning upgrades like lighting, benches, stairs, and decks, Swimming Pool Repair Experts does it all. Their expert team is ready to bring your pool back to life so you can dive into some summer fun. Because what's better than taking a nice dip after a long round of golf? Get a hold of Jim over at Swimming Pool Repair Experts today at 518-858-2587. That's 518-858-2587. Or check his website out, swimmingpoolrepairexperts.com. And don't forget to tell Jim that you heard about him on the Upstate Golf Guys podcast for that extra discount.
You know, we might be able to go swimming soon here in Upstate New York.
I was gonna come. You beat me to it. I was gonna say, hey, Raj, you think we're ever gonna be able to use the pools up here in Upstate New York or what?
Dude, my daughter went swimming at my parents' house a couple weeks ago, just because she was so excited to go swimming, and it was like 65 degrees. She caught a cold as soon as she got out of the pool. You know what I mean? It's the cold I was battling last week.
They were all in the pool last week, bro. It was like fucking 57 degrees, the pool temperature. I'm like, what are you guys doing? Yeah, it just
Ugh.
opened up. It was literally frost on my car in the morning, and the kids are swimming in the pool in the afternoon.
Yeah,
Could you
bro.
imagine how cold that pool is?
Minus the Gulf here. All the rivers by me, the Crystal River and all that, is 72 degrees all year round.
Oh my god, so nice, so
Man.
nice.
I had a
God.
story I wanted to tell today, but I can't remember what it is. I'll think about it at some point.
Was it a fairway story?
It was.
You always have a fairway story.
Fairway story of the week. No, it was. I can't remember.
Was it
Oh
the one
my.
about the truck, about the semi truck hitting by the train?
No, that was crazy story though, right? You can check that out on the YouTube.
Yeah,
Man.
I did see that.
He's
Yeah,
told me that a bunch of times.
I love it
but-
when he stops. He's like, "Are you paying attention to me?"
No, you just
Yeah.
did to me last week.
He's like, "I'm talking to you, but it doesn't even look like you're paying attention."
Hey man, listen, I'm not going to continue with this. I don't have your undivided attention.
Yeah.
He did it to me, bro. Same thing.
This is a good story, man. If I'm boring you, I'm boring you. I won't tell you the story, man.
Oh my
I have
God,
another
fairway.
one where he's talking about when he got his first driver. I'll post that. I'm gonna do a weekly one. He's cool with it, like he's excited about it. So now, like, I can mic him up and stuff.
That's
He
awesome.
didn't know I was recording that, so that's how I have to kind of get him to tell his
Yep.
stories.
I like the recordings, dude. I'm trying to find somebody for my tournament this weekend to record some of my tournament. Trying. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to, but I definitely want to get somebody out there.
Do this, bro. Look for a college intern looking for credits,
With big
like
boobs.
with audio visual. I mean, preferably, but for audio visuals type shit, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
AV or podcasting or whatever, and you could sign off that they helped you out, and they'll get fucking credit for it, like for an internship.
Mhm.
That's a good
'Cause
idea.
they do all that shit for free anyway.
Yeah.
That's why I would look, especially down in
Okay.
Florida. There's a school every 100 yards you throw a rock. There's a
Yeah.
college. So
Like some community service for your major or whatever.
yeah,
Hmm.
exactly.
I got a meeting with a guy tomorrow. He does the videos for my buddy who does the realtor I told you about.
Yeah.
But he does like those construction segments. He flips houses. So he has a guy that videos that, and it's pretty dope, the video. So I hit him up. We're supposed to talk tomorrow night. He's gonna let me know the
Dope.
price. But I would love to have my Florida regional victory filmed. I think that would be amazing. But it might not happen. That's all right. I'll still win regardless.
Ant, did you talk about your round already this week?
Mhm.
Yeah,
You
boy.
got your birdie. What over the trees, through the woods, to grandma's house we go, huh?
Yeah, so here I'll bring up the picture again. So
Yeah, it's caddy. You know, he's got a good caddy.
so I hit Florida Mike.
I remember this hole playing there. This is a cool course too because there's you already talked about the parachutes.
Yeah, well that's
That's the hole he's on.
That's the
Okay.
airfield right there going on the right.
Yeah.
So you're supposed to play it up along the airfield. If you go right, you're out of bounds, and I just bombed it over the trees, dude.
No shit. Okay, so I remember playing it and going to the right to
You gotta lay up. Lay up. You gotta lay up, or else it's a blind shot in. So that you lay up, it's a 2-shot in, and then third shot you go over the water. And then you're there. So I just bombed it over, and I was like 160 in.
So Global Skill has a very similar setup on a hole like this. And JR, we played there for our league mid-year, and JR cut the corner and landed the green on the par 4. And dude, all the old heads, the same guys who complain every Friday night to me about something, they were all complaining, that's out of bounds. He can't do that. Blah, blah, blah.
So Adam was like, he's like, I'm not gonna say anything. He's like, but I actually think that's like out of bounds, right? I think that's against the rules, or it's in the written rules. I'm like, is it on the scorecard written? He's like, no. I'm like, it was on a fairway after my drive. Like, yeah. I'm like, then how could that possibly, like, what happens if you sliced the shit out of the ball and it made it through the trees?
Was there white stakes?
No, it's white stakes. Out of bounds comes
What's
from
the runway?
Out of bounds was the runway on the right, and then out of bounds usually comes from if it's off of the golf course or houses, like out of bounds. Not if another fairway is across trees. Like, that's not out of bounds, dude. If
It's like playing 14 and 15 parallel off Fair Park.
I mean, it's a little different, but if the ball makes it through, I mean, you got to be able
but
to.
if you're on 14 and you hit it over to 16, you're still playing that bitch.
Sure are.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you are.
Like I was telling him, I take shortcuts everywhere.
Yeah.
Why not?
My whole life's a fucking shortcut.
No,
That's it,
he
bud.
wasn't. He wasn't. He was just like he was just kind of question. He did. I'm being 100% honest with you guys. He didn't like. He wasn't like, oh, that should have
Well,
been
I'm
a.
sure he wasn't.
He
But
wasn't question. He was just like, I don't know if that. I think he was just so surprised, like, holy shit! Like he was mad he didn't do it. He was like, that was. He actually did say he's like, no, it was a $150 drive. He was like, good shot, good shot. And I literally told 30 people I did it, and nobody was like, oh, I think that's out of bounds because it's not.
yeah.
Like, because if you're bombing, it might be.
I can see it being a local rule because of a risk.
Because of a risk of a
But
dangerous.
every course we play at, one or two things will happen. Either the head pro will come out and talk to us about local rules, what's good, what's wet, where you're at, this and that, or they'll have it written and on in a sheet of paper in our golf cart.
Right, and nothing was there.
Yeah, so
You'll get
fair,
that like
that's
for
fair
a
game.
tournament. You'll get that little note on there with the course.
Yeah,
exactly.
or it says it on the scorecard legitimately had local rules on the scorecard with
And it wasn't on there.
with the out of bounds along the runway and the hole. It had all the holes, and it said nothing about not saying please do not drive from the 8th tee box over to the one fairway. It is not
Right.
safe. You know what I mean? It didn't say that's out of bounds. There's no written rule. It's probably just you can. It's definitely dangerous. I mean, you're hitting it into the fairway.
You never laid up, man.
That's what I said. That's what I said. Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it. All
Never
right, boys.
lay up, baby.
Let's run down. Let's do some quick picks, and then we're gonna wrap this thing up. Are we gonna do anybody but Scotty? Is that what we're gonna do here? Anybody but Scotty for our picks for the U.S. Open? I think we should because.
Of course, I did it last time. My pick was anybody but the top three the last time.
All right. So, well, our top three are Scotty, Rory, and Xander. Then you got John Rahm, Aberg, DeChambeau, Morikawa, Hovland. Brooks Koepka's up there with favorites. I mean, he must have that. He must be able to play. Does he have good history over at Oakmont? That's
I don't know.
surprising. He's plus 2,200.
Did he win there last time? I don't know.
I don't know.
I got him at plus 30. Even Tommy Fleetwood's up there plus 3,300.
So Brooks, that's where he comes in playing hot is the U.S. Opens. I think he has a couple of U.S. Open wins, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's got 4 majors, I think.
No, and I think 2 of them are U.S. Open. Hold on.
Yeah.
Brooks,
we never talk about how we do on our picks, so let's bring it after the Open. Let's talk about how we actually did because I don't think we usually do too good.
Last time I picked DeChambeau the last 2 times, and he fell off last 2 times. Right at the end, he fell off.
He has a 2017 and 2018 U.S. Open win. Where were they? And then he has 3 2008. Dude, this stretch was crazy. He had a 2. So he won the U.S. Open in 2017, PGA Championship in 2018, U.S. Open in U.S. Open in 2018, PGA Championship in 2019 and 2023. The 2017, 2018, he won the Open and Championship. 2019, so he went back-to-back PGA Championship, back-to-back U.S. Open PGA, back-to-back U.S. Open 17 to 2018. Dude, that stretch is stupid. I got to see if he was had to have been at Oakmont. That's probably why.
Why he's so high up there? But he's still. I mean, he's not. He's in the top 10. 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, he's 10. So him and Fleetwood are tied for the 10 spot. Him, Fleetwood, and Justin Thomas.
He won. His U.S. Opens were Aaron Hills and Shinnecock.
Okay. Shinnecock. That's in
Long Island, right?
Yeah.
Is that the one you play?
No.
Oh.
Never played it. What's it called? We could
he
play.
He never played Shinny, but he plays at the other one.
Shenandoah. You're thinking of Shenandoah out in Turning Stone.
Oh, okay.
Sounds like that. I'm gonna go down the box. Out of the box. I mean, remember I picked Max Homa for the PGA Championship, and he had a nice run.
He did.
He had a good run. Let's go with Sahith Theegala at plus 5,000 is going to be my long shot. And for my top 10 pick, we'll go. You know what? We were talking about him. Let's go Brooksy to come out playing. I think it's going to be. I think the winning score is going to be like -3, -4 at Oakmont.
Yo,
It's not going to be anything crazy.
No, I think it's gonna be tough, but I'm gonna go with my guy until he wins one. Tommy Fleetwood, bro.
That's a good pick, man. Europeans, they play well on those links courses.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna end up smoking a dude with that guy at some point. I know it.
That'd be great. That'd be awesome.
Who you got, Mikey? Or do you need a long shot from me? Is that what we're going to?
Yeah.
Cameron Smith is an interesting one too.
We always talk about him. He's one of those guys, man. You know what? Bouncing back, I think DJ. DJ is going to have a long weekend this time around. Let's give DJ the long shot.
Long
Yeah,
shot.
you better add more O's to that long shot.
For real.
Hey, man. Let's see
they
what
got
happens.
him at plus 7,500. I feel like he should be at plus 75,000.
If Pauline is not on the trip, he's probably going to do well.
Okay.
You know she's on the trip. They're using her plane, I'm sure.
Because he'll be in the field. He'll be in the field, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Shane Lowry, he plays good at links courses as well. Plus 55.
Mike Lowry.
He does.
Shane Lowry.
Shane
All right,
Lowry.
Mike, you're up, dog. Who's your picks?
Well, my long shot's going to be until he wins one, because he's going to win one, is Akshay Bhatia.
Okay.
He's probably way up there, plus 13,000 or something. Then my top 10, what is he?
10,000.
Oh, snap. He's kind of slightly moving up every tournament. Top 10. I like Xander. Xander hits a low ball. Xander Schauffele could. He hits a low one. What is he? What is he? Fourth?
Fourth. How about Morikawa?
Tom Morikawa, great iron game. He's another one.
Morikawa.
It all just depends on how they are off the tee box. I'd like to see Victor Aberg. I'd like to see him be in there. You know what I mean? I like to see the young guys in there. I just think Scheffler is going to win by 4 strokes. It's going to be. He's going to win. It's tough. 7 under.
It's who's going to beat him, man. Well,
7 under
how
is
much?
A really good score for 4 rounds over there.
How much does he win by?
4.
4.
Yeah. Second place has 3 under.
I like that prediction. I mean,
I
feel like
tough, man.
So tough. I was looking at pictures. I like the bunker. The set of bunkers that look like church pews. You know what I'm talking about? They're like the lines
tiers?
of bunkers.
Yeah.
It's like goes up the whole fairway. I don't know what hole it is, but I think it's called the church pews bunker. And it's like literally it's looks like ridiculous to get into. But getting up and down out of those bunkers is extremely difficult as well at that course. I mean, you got really narrow fairways, combined with firm conditions. Tee shots can easily roll into the rough or bunkers, which you'd be screwed. So Oakmont plays around 7,200 yards. Par 3s are long. Par 4s are often 480 yards plus. Only two par 5s on the whole course, which makes scoring holes
hard to come by.
Limited.
Yeah.
The slope. Good
the slope and rating, does it say?
I could find it for you. And rating. Let's see. Slope rating of 142 and a course rating 77.7. But
so
these
it's playing at almost +6 at a par 72.
But these ratings, however, can slightly change depending on if it's championship events. So it can
harder.
Right.
Yeah. So you're like, if you're a scratch golfer, you're hoping you're breaking 80. That's what that is.
That's how that works.
Yeah, because it's a 77.7 rating. So 72 is it a par 72 or 71?
Yep. I believe it was
2
a
par
72.
5s. It might be a 71.
Let me look.
Might even be a
Par,
70.
dude's
Dude,
par
par five.
7. Dude, par 70.
Yeah. So you're shooting. So a scratch golfer is shooting almost +8.
Wow.
So you'll be lucky. You'll be lucky to break 80 if you're a scratch golfer.
Wow.
Going by the numbers. That's how hard it plays. So Scotty Scheffler's a +7. So he's even par.
Wow.
Like that.
Wow.
That tells you like how hard the course. I think it's like at the top 5 hardest courses in the country.
Yes, I know it is. Wow.
It's going to be some good golf. I'm telling you right now. When you watch that rough, it's insane.
So it says there's literally no let up holes. Like every single hole, you feel pressure. Even a small miss can mean a double or worse. Par is a great score on almost every hole. Legitimately, it says par. I'm reading down just like the notes from Oakmont here.
I'm sticking to my pick.
It sounds like
7
playing
under.
golf with us.
Yeah, 7 under is I think 7 under is the winner. That's what, and I think 3 under is going to be second. Cut's going to be like +5 probably.
It demands a mix of power, precision, and mental endurance. It's a grind, meaning it's one of those courses, Florida Mike, that probably it's like at the end of at 15, you're like, just get me off this course with just get me off, bro. Get me into tomorrow.
If you look at the fairways are like this, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like this.
And then they let the rough grow in. Like,
yeah, it's 8 inches thick,
so
8 inches deep and thick.
Stupid.
You know, like how they complain about the Valspar down here in Florida. Like the course is beautiful. They just hate the rough because it's so thick. Like, I mean, if you one hop it off the green into the rough, it disappears. And you're looking at a bogey. Like if you're going in on that shot, you bounce it off the back of the green into the rough at Oakmont, you better hope you're getting bogey. I mean, obviously the really good players will probably get out of there and get a par. But we're talking about a beast of a golf course coming up, dude. I think it's going to be worth watching for sure.
They have a lot of those crowned greens, I believe, as well. That to go up and down is not easy. You could easily roll up and off those greens over there at Oakmont.
Yeah, it's going to be a true test.
What do you think they run? Do they run at 13s plus 14s? What do they run at?
I don't think they get any faster than 13s.
No. Okay.
Nah, yeah, anything other than that, dude, is just unplayable. I think, honestly, when I heard, who was it that was talking about it? We had on it. Maybe the CBS guy. He said, I think it was the fastest they get is 13.
Yeah,
or Joey. Maybe it's Joey, the coach, said that.
No, it makes sense though. It makes
but
sense.
That's still quick. You're looking downhill. You're looking at 15. You know what I mean? That's on a flat surface. 13s is a flat surface.
Yeah. Yeah,
so,
it's gonna be a fun one to watch, boys.
Oh yeah, I'm sticking with it. 7 under is the winner.
All right, I like that prediction. 7 under.
That's a good one.
And you're gonna go with Xander. Are you gonna go with Xander?
Xander.
Or actually, I ain't putting 7 under. But you could. You never know.
No,
but I
many people will. Not many people watch. You'll see how many people. I don't think there's going to be a ton under par.
No.
I think dude, you get +2, +1, you're probably in the top 5, maybe.
I want to see not only this difficult course, but I want to see bad weather, wind, maybe a little chilly, some gusts.
Just have them come up here and play.
Right.
No doubt,
you guys play in the rainforest, but you guys call it upstate New York. I don't know.
Good Lord.
Dude, it's torture, man. Torture. But we're getting there, buddy. It's almost in the 70s. It's going to be cool.
Ooh.
Yeah, man. All right, boys. This has been another fun one.
I'll bring the good weather with me.
You better, please. There's a couple more weeks. You'll be up here, a month or so.
Yeah.
It's going to be a fun summer, boys. It's going to be a fun summer. But let's get the next podcast cooking. Let's sign off here for the night. Appreciate you guys hopping on.
Peace.
Appreciate all the listeners for tuning in.
Love y'all.
Have a good night. Hopefully we were all right with our picks for the U.S. Open. Let's see what happens. It'll be interesting, boys. It'll be interesting.
And have fun this weekend with McGarvey, too.
Yeah, that's right, guys. I'm doing my first caddying event, so it should be interesting. So I'll let you guys know how that goes on our next recording.
I can't wait to see you at Oakmont, brother.
Yeah, right. You asshole.
You never know.
All right.
You never know.
Yeah, you're right.
You win that qualifier, it's for Oakmont, bro.
You're
That's
sick,
so
dude.
funny.
All right, brother. You never know, but you're right. All right, my guys. Listen, have a good night.
See you in 5.
See you in 5. Good night, y'all.
Eagle,
Hey.
birdie, par, bogey, fly. Swing that club, watch it sky. Lombardi putter shine so clean. Golfing addicts chasing the green. Upstate golf guys, that's the vibe. Golf and laughs keep us alive. Tune in now, don't you see?